Shadow, I'm not trying to be that guy right now, but Adam just got on Xbox 360, so I'm just saying, man.
He's probably watching Game Grumps or something. I think he watches YouTube off his Xbox.
Yeah, that's what he does.
But he can't join a Skype call. I get it.
I'm gonna see if he's online. Is he online?
He's probably watching it with his fiance or something.
Oh, yeah, he's online. He's online. Let's see if.
Yeah, he is too.
I don't trust my computer anymore because it told me soccer was online. That was a lie.
There's no one online for you. Just talk.
I'm pretty sure all of you are in my contacts list, so I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people online. Although they're probably not online for me. You're right. You guys probably hate me.
Yeah. Or they just do the thing where like they have the thing just on invisible constantly.
Or like they have the they go ahead and just.
I really kind of have to stress with people like you have to tell me if you do that, otherwise I will never fucking talk to you. Because I'll think you're gone, or like the people who always have do not disturb so the Skype doesn't make a noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, please clarify that with me, and I'll probably ask multiple times because I forget. Because otherwise I feel like an asshole.
How's it going? Oh right, red symbol. Never mind.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm never sure. Because I know so many voice actors, so sometimes that red do not disturb means do not disturb. Nothing more annoying when you're recording something all of a sudden Skype loop. Or in my case, my tablet goes, "You got wubs" when I get mail.
I think my favorite thing is whenever I'm in the middle of every time I'm in the middle of editing anything, the phone will go off, and it will always be for me. And then when I'm sleeping, the phone will go off, and it's never for me.
Wow.
It's one of the bloopers in a fandom thing I was a part of. Was basically built around the fact that my phone went off while recording.
Oh, back when my friends and I were trying to do Moetan Abridged. But someone was recording his line, and then he just let out like a rank ass fart, and then everyone in the room just started laughing. And every time we were like, "Okay, calm down, continue recording," and then everyone started laughing again. And we just
exactly how that shit works, man.
we just couldn't stop laughing.
I nearly broke in my hand during recording.
How?
Okay, I'm just saying you should really not be doing that during recording.
You blame me? I was playing a Bishonen gay vampire.
Well, that concludes this episode. Please tune in next time.
But seriously, it was for a Vampire Knight Abridged. Really early on in my voice acting, I guess I could call it a career. And I've been doing it for like 5 years. And I was having a lot of fun with it, and I was like flailing around as I was saying, because he was basically gay vampire PMSing. So I was just yelling and getting angry, and all of a sudden I clenched my fist and I just like punched the air, or what I thought was gonna punch the air. I accidentally punched my desk, like full force on the knuckle.
Oh.
And I say this. I think I did a good job because I didn't break character. Wow! I then went like this.
Ow! Oh, I hurt my head. Zero, kiss my boo boo.
Wow!
I told her, and I told my boss for that series, like, okay, no offense, but if you don't use that blooper reel in some way, I'm gonna be fucking pissed at you. Like I suffered to record that,
bastard.
I drew blood.
I want to see this now.
I'm not even sure if it's still up. We got that, like with a lot of bridging for a while. It was taken down a couple times.
Oh,
like I said, that was a long time ago.
I just have to wrap up the second arc of Umineko Abridged.
Keep saying that.
been sitting on editing episode 9 of that for 4 years now. That's all in me right now.
I've actually been reading through that
when I have an
recently.
updated Lucky Favors, I don't keep saying I'm going to make another. I'm going to make a Lucky Favors. If I do, it's between like fucking months. And sometimes then other shit comes up.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm having a lot more fun
replying.
working with other people.
What's this, Shadow?
I said Adam's not replying.
Like I say, he's probably busy.
Oh,
Guy's planning his wedding, which I still need to decide if I want to go to.
I want to go. He asked me to be his best
I
man.
kind of want to go. I honestly don't know what I'd wear. Like, I don't have enough money to get like a tux or anything like that. But he's not even sure if that's going to be like a tux thing. They're actually thinking about going for like a theme wedding.
Cosplay! Everyone
always
from
the
AMV
back.
Nightmare show up in your character cosplay.
Oh fuck!
I'm not sure if you want to see me in a skirt.
Listen,
Or
those are the
do I?
rules. You have to obey the rules. You
Like,
chose
you gotta-
this character. You got fucked, not us.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll come dressed in the Angel Mort Cafe costume.
Oh hell yes!
Good. And
Hey,
don't forget
you-
the cantaloupes.
Now you gotta come in there with hire someone to be Dubs as well.
No.
You mean enslave someone to be Dubs?
I'll buy a ventriloquist dummy and I'll be Dubs. Now that I say that, that's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you don't get in trouble when you throw it across the room.
Can we get cake now? Shut up!
No. Here's how it is. I'll bring it. I'll ask, hey, so where's the punch bowl? And then when you turn back to look at me, I'm just like waterboarding the puppet.
Like,
God,
please stop it!
If you start waterboarding anything, I'm immediately going to have to start playing the Sonic drowning theme. Just letting you know.
I'll give you extra points for every time I drag I drag the puppet's head out of the water. You do the air bubble noise.
And then immediately play that what is it? The temple theme. Dim, dim. No, that's Chemical Zone. Damn it.
No, like just that bubble.
I can just see Yoshi will be at the wedding with a soundboard around his neck.
I don't even know.
That'd be brilliant.
I would love to have a soundboard, just able to like a keyboard just around my neck, just carry it around with me wherever I go.
Oh, Shadow.
Yeah?
Do you have? You said you had the Smash Brothers, right? For the 3DS.
Yep.
Do you have your 3DS on you, or you just don't bring it to work?
I have no internet at work. I'm going off of my cell's. I'm in this call right now off of my cell phone's data right now.
Okay, I was just about to say, what the fuck is this?
Magic.
It's called magic. You see, this is why gingers collect souls. We can then turn that soul power into Wi-Fi connections, but we can only do it with one device at a time.
It's a weird Dark Souls mod.
Actually, sounds like something. That sounds like something a ginger would ask the devil for. Just that. No power, no virgins, nothing like that. Just give me better Wi-Fi.
You should not.
Certainly didn't ask for better gaming skills.
Ouch!
I've seen you play Destiny.
Does anybody have Burn Creep?
You know, just for that, next time we're playing Dark Souls, I'm gonna make sure my flashlight is on you the entire fucking time you're out at night.
I'm sorry, Dark Souls?
Yeah, nice flashlight in Dark Souls, man.
I said dying light.
You said
You
Dark
said
Souls.
Dark.
You said Dark Souls.
Yeah. So,
Start changing
Well,
it around those nights with your flashlight.
I meant
Luigi's
dying light.
Mansion now.
Bite me.
So if you want, we can play PvP in Dark Souls.
Yeah, how about no? I'm like level 3 in Dark Souls. I don't really play that game.
It's good.
Wait, which one?
Number 1, I don't have number 2.
Okay, good.
And even
Oh.
if it's not my game, it's Dark's.
Nothing is ever yours, is it?
No, I own majority of the video games in my house.
Oh. I kind of killed the joke. Couldn't just let me have that, man? Couldn't just let me fucking have that? No. Take it
No,
off.
no, I'll let you have that. The only person in this call who actually has any real pull over me is Sonicring, and that's because he sets me on fire in Dying Light.
Oh yeah, that was funny. The best part of that is that that actually works for me because reviving him gives me points.
My favorite part of
Reward
that
you
day
for
was-
killing him? What the fuck is this?
No, for reviving me. I still loved when I found that boomer, and I was like, I'm gonna drop kick the boomer. I drop kick it. I send it flying right at you.
Oh, is that what happened? I thought you just hit it.
No, I drop kicked it. I sent it flying into the horde of zombies you were busy hacking
Okay, you said
away
you
at,
just
and then
hit
it
it last time.
blew up.
No, you said it. I didn't know you sent it flying. I thought it just exploded when you hit it.
No, I drop kicked it and I sent it flying at you. Then it exploded. I was like, whoops.
Cool then. Those things are still annoying, by the way. Oh, but I found out you can kill them with a grappling hook.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah,
It's,
so
it's more
you
fun to
just-
drop kick them though.
Just
Yeah,
like chuck grappling hook out.
Everybody's talking about these new games, and I'm sitting here playing Dead Rising, the original.
yeah.
You know what's my favorite part about Dead Rising, the original is? Handing one of my companions a shotgun, and then they shoot me in the face with it. You know? That's totally why I gave him the weapon. I didn't want you to kill zombies. I wanted you to shoot me point blank, motherfucker.
Saving the NPCs in that game made me hate that game so much.
It's the second one had a great NPC. It was just like the fact you had to keep going back to save Katie, and then Dead Rising 3 was like, what even is this anymore?
I hate anything with escort missions. I really don't like escort missions.
Fuck escort missions.
Escort missions are fine as long as your escort actually does something.
This is like a lot of games.
Wait, they do something?
Well,
Escorts
they
can
did
be not
BioShock
useless?
Infinite.
What's this shit?
Yeah, I was about to say BioShock Infinite. Like, that whole game's an escort mission, but she's
Okay,
actually
fair
useful.
enough.
She's never in actual danger, though. The danger is an illusion for her. Kind of how like the Big Bird thing, which was one of the coolest aspects of the game, is nothing but an illusion because you don't actually fucking fight it. At least so it's never a threat. Whenever it shows up, it's never a threat.
That's a good point, actually.
The songbird is most certainly a threat. You most certainly fight the songbird.
Not in a good, fun way. Most of the time when you see it, you mostly see it in the cutscene.
Well, yeah, but the way you definitely fight it.
It's not the first time you not in a cutscene come across a big daddy and you're like, okay, he's a big slow fucker, I can get around him. All of a sudden he bold charges you into the fucking wall.
Yeah,
that's your mistake for thinking, hey, there's a guy escorting a little sister, maybe I should fuck with him. I mean, it's on the cover of the game, what were you thinking?
No, I'm glad it was like that. That's good.
I have to admit, yeah, that was kind of my first experience fighting a big daddy in BioShock.
That was awesome. It scared the crap out of me. That was awesome.
Yeah, same. I love BioShock. BioShock's my game series.
Yeah. BioShock 1 was great. BioShock 2, I will say that the big sisters were a very cool enemy, but everything else about that game wasn't great.
BioShock 2 was a lot of fun.
Also,
it was just like, it was executed poorly.
And also, it did not need multiplayer. It did not.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Come on,
there.
the best part about multiplayer was becoming Big Daddy and literally killing everyone because you're invincible.
Oh yeah, well, still playing a fun game, like playing a game that's not fun is still playing a game that's not fun. Like the multiplayer in that game was just not fun.
Yeah, I agree there. I kind of, if they hadn't put multiplayer, they could have had like a BioShock Infinite kind of.
They could have made single player longer for one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's dramatically shorter than the first
I
one.
still want to point out the fact that Alien Colonial Marines has DLC. It has DLC. So they literally had DLC planned before that fucker bombed.
Wow.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Goddamn.
Wow. Just wow.
I'm the guy who bought it for $3.
Why'd you buy it? That's $3 more than you should have spent on it.
Because of the fact that I wanted to be the guy who said, yep, I beat it. And yep, it was fucking terrible.
God, it's bad.
I'm also the guy who currently owns Duke Nukem Forever. Which, by the way, is a great game. It just really sucks in shadow to all of its pre-sequel thingies, whatever they're called.
It overall shouldn't have come out. It was teased forever. It honestly shouldn't have come out. It gave us bitter bitterness, like bitter memories. It's just like it kind of ruined like the past experiences with like Duke Nukem 64.
Yeah, like if it takes you 14 years to get the game out, it's probably best to just not release it.
Where the fuck are you that you got an echo for a second?
Out on a patrol right now. I've had my mic muted for most of this. I've just been listening.
I'm on patrol. I'm on patrol. I'm on
But yeah, I just think
There go the cops.
It's that like BioShock 1, and then from then on, it kind of went on a downhill.
Infinite was good.
It was good. It could have been a lot better.
How so?
Like I don't know. It could like for most part. Like when I was playing the more action, like when you're playing just the game and you're, just shooting stuff. Like I'm not saying it's bad. It's just there was nothing to it really. Even like the power things felt like, well, this is more or less a copy repaste of some of the other powers. And like another thing you notice like when they were like talking about the game, and they were like really emphasis on like combat on those rails and all that stuff. You don't actually do a lot of fighting on the rails.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you play on the hardest difficulty? That was the only place you could do combat. Otherwise, you'd die instantly.
I played on the hardest difficulty, and I didn't really use the rails in that either.
I'm 1999. If I wasn't on a rail, I was getting shot in the face.
Fair enough.
I just felt like if they did some things, it could have been better. Like I've heard some people say if the game was like even like a total different thing, like it was like more of a sneaking game, that would have been very interesting. And maybe the bird song would have been a threat during some parts of the game. Like you had to hide from bird song.
Songbird.
Songbird. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
Isn't the official title Bird, Song?
But isn't that what Burial at Sea was?
I don't know. I never played that. Like I said,
it was a beautiful. It was like playing Bioshock 1 all over again. It was amazing.
Yeah,
well, I'm glad for that. I'm glad for that then.
Yeah, but the Burial at Sea Part 2 was Burial at Sea Part 2 was sneaky because like there was only one Big Daddy, but you could not take him at all, so you had to make sure you
That's
didn't
awesome.
notice you. Yeah, or you'd probably end up.
Booker's not strong enough.
Otherwise, you'd end up like remember the Bioshock 1 like opening, like when that guy's fighting the Big Daddy and then gets drilled.
Cool trailer.
Yeah, that's pretty much you'd end up kind of like that if you tried to take on the Big Daddy.
That was a really good trailer. I'm gonna have to look that up later and watch that.
What, the Bioshock trailer?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Well, yeah, starts running away. Oh, you got me.
It's interesting. It made the Big Daddy look like almost like the protagonist.
That's cool.
To be fair, he kind of is. I mean, you're kind of just running around beating the shit out of them and kidnapping their daughter.
Yeah.
Adopted daughter.
Hey, adopted daughters are daughters too, damn it.
I know.
That's very true.
You're adopted, and you're a dick. Want to keep going?
Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles, no! Give me that like 4 minutes and
I will admit, when I'm like going around, like going to like another room, and I hear I hear a girl goes, I was like, oh shit, and I stop what I'm doing, like look around, where's the fucker? Like I hear the stomps, but I don't see him.
Wow, that's a completely different reaction than I have. When I hear them, like, where is it? Hunt it down.
I will say, if I say it multiple times when I did like a Let's Play with my friend in Five Nights at Freddy. I love games that can scare me, but I also fucking hate them.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, that's one thing that I just remembered out of Bioshock Infinite that also used to sort of put me on edge a little bit, because one of the salt machines, the noise that it makes sounded like the start of the Toreador March from Five Nights at Freddy's. So every time I hear them, I'm just like, fuck.
Oh god,
yeah. I didn't realize that.
Oh wow.
I like playing horror games, but it's just horror games that have poor execution with their jumps. Like, all they have is jump scares. It's like, oh, yay, this is a game.
It's a tricky thing. Like, jump scares can be done well. It's just the fact that a lot of times they're overdone.
Well, it's like Dead Space. The first one was like, yeah, Dead Space 1. Ooh, it's actually scary. There's like appropriate jump scares, stuff like that. Wow. Dead Space 2. Oh, it's the second one's the same as the first.
That's the thing. Like, people call games like Dead Space and Evil Within horror games, but when I'm armed to the teeth, it doesn't really feel that all that scary.
Like, I agree with that. They're action horror, not survival horror.
It was like Evil Within was like advertised more of a. I saw it as advertised as a survival horror, and
it's certainly closer than some of the recent ones that came out, but it's not.
It was definitely a thriller of a game, Evil Within.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
But it didn't destroy your PC or melt your PS4.
Xbox 360, just saying.
That's more, I think that was my favorite thing of the Let's Play I watched from the two best friends play, is the fact that they had to jump from system to system because the game was destroying their shit.
Wow.
Like, they had to stop playing the PC version because they didn't want the fucking letterboxing, which was stupid. Because letterboxing was dumb. Anyway, so they were playing on that, so they get rid of that. But then the game kept crashing. So, like, fine, I'll play on my fucking PS4. Near the end of the playthrough, they're like, hey, you know something different about the visual quality? It's because we're playing on Matt's fucking PS4 because mine had to be sent in for repairs.
Yeah, I saw them tweet about that.
I think maybe that's the point. The Evil Within is not within the game, but it's within the console.
Yes. But yeah, that was pretty fun. It was unrelated, but like they said, it's probably unrelated. But goddamn the timing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that game was overly buggy. I will say like the design in that game was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the enemies look pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. The boss enemies like look really good.
Just a lot of it like
elevators out.
It had to be like the first new game I had bought in like since Smash Brothers, because I don't usually buy new games, but that one was made by the guy who originally made Resident Evil. So
a few of the guys
it's gotta have a good story, because the original Resident Evils had a great story, and then they fucking bombed.
Yeah.
I think the worst part of it, where basically when you get to the end, it's basically DLC ending. Get the DLC and you find out more.
Yeah.
Don't ever talk about it like that. Remember Asura's Wrath? If anybody ever played that shit?
No.
No.
Oh God. The true ending of Asura's Wrath. All right. Do you want to know how it ends? Yeah, DLC. Are you fucking?
That's more or less Evil Within. The way they ended it.
Yeah,
no, like,
that's true.
Literally, it ends with your Asura's Wrath ends with like your wife or whatever getting like taken over. No, your daughter. She gets taken over, and then like you're about to go into this epic fight, and then you have to get DLC if you want to go into that fight.
Wow.
Huh.
That is literally how it ends. Which made me immediately drop my controller and start slow clapping at my TV. Well fucking done, Capcom.
There's a few games like that. Like I think Dead Space. I have like for Dead Space 3. Like for the most part, I didn't like that game. But like the DLC, I have really mixed like feelings about it, because at one point, the way that DLC works and how they started is beyond fucking stupid. But at the same time, it really brings back like to Dead Space 1, where it's like it's creepy. Like it's actually legitimately like it's got some like really good creep vibe to it. Like there's a whole point. There's even a really good point where like you're fighting a bunch of enemies, but it turns out all those enemies were in your fucking head. And Carver's like you're a fucking idiot. Like what the hell are you doing? I'm like that's good. That's good.
All that reminds me of is do you remember like if anybody played Mass Effect 2? When you have to play as Joker for that one part.
Oh yeah.
That part literally that executed a suspense horror moment really well, because you had these creepy fuckers walking around and you literally couldn't do anything.
Which is even more like God. They're just dragging people off. It's like oh
yeah, I know. Because seeing your crewmates getting dragged about and all that. Jeez.
And then there's like your generic zombie games. Oh, zombies are horror. Yeah, they used to be. Now it's like, oh look, a horde of zombies. I wonder how many I can kill with this sledgehammer before it breaks.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, it's even worse. Like, cause also another thing about that.
Actually,
bit,
you know what? You described perfectly Dying Light.
I perfectly described Dead Rising.
Think about that bit with Joker, because you've got connected to some of this crew, and like you're seeing them dragged away, and the fact that usually you can just gun these guys down, no problem, but now you're just so helpless.
Yeah, you get connected so they'll feed your fish. I still can't get over that.
Fair enough.
It's so bullshit. You get to know her, you go buy her up to your cabin, like, okay, cool, feed my fish. Never talk to her again.
Yeah,
it's such a dick thing.
Well, I love how you could literally postpone saving people, which would make them die when you went to go save them.
I played that game so much. I can do 2 missions and they won't die. That gives you enough time to do like the Legion's loyalty mission and then go save them. I played all 3 of those games so much.
Yeah, same. God, I had so much fun with the Citadel DLC.
That is the best DLC ever.
God,
it's so good.
Man, that ending, where it ends. God.
Oh, it's just so sentimental. I fucking cried.
Yeah.
I still haven't beaten Mass 3. I've played the shit out of 2, but I've never beaten 3.
I haven't even touched 3 yet.
Have you got
online?
Have you got the extended cut DLC for it?
All the DLC for it. It's all good.
I have all of it.
Good, because goddamn, when I first finished it before the extended cut was released, my god, did I rage.
I didn't get the rage. I didn't understand it.
Or when you have those 3 choices, and then you can shoot at him, and that's an ending.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
That was kind of like, are you fucking serious? I was
Dark
just
December.
That's a super version of punching the news reporter lady.
Dark
about it.
discovered that. I loved when he discovered that.
Yeah.
What happened now?
Like when you can punch Christina I almost had her name. I got her name.
Aguilera? Is it Aguilera?
No, the like
Christina Aguilera.
That's the reporter who keeps showing up and is like, I'm gonna give like I'm trying to paint you in a bad light. Give me some words to make you sound bad. And then you have the renegade option to deck her in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Dark was playing, he played Mass Effect 1, he played Mass Effect 2, he delayed playing Mass Effect 3 a bit because he's like, I need to take a break from these games, so I go into Mass Effect 3 really excited for it.
that's hard to do.
Went into Mass Effect 3, played it nonstop for about a week. I'm in my room editing something for, I don't remember what it was, but also I just, from the gaming room in our house, I just suddenly hear, "Motherfucker, what the shit, fuck?" Just swearing. I come running. What's going on? What's going on? He's like, well, turns out in Mass Effect, if you shoot the little shit because he won't shut the fuck up, that's a game over. He went on for about a week just swearing about this. Like every time someone if he so much as looked at a game controller, he would just go off.
Wow. That's hilarious.
that writing though.
Love that game so much. I keep hoping they'll release like a, I don't know, like a because I think there was rumors about it, like a trilogy pack for next gen consoles. I'd buy that. I'd buy that in a fucking heartbeat.
I love how one of the games that came out for the next gen consoles for like Xbox One was Sleeping Dogs. You know, that game that came out so fucking long ago. Let's just reboot that. Everybody wants to play that.
Yeah, but people play that, but then we never get Yakuza. Because Sega does not know how to sell games anymore.
Well, like, what do you expect? Like, have you seen their string of Sonic games?
Yes,
Hey,
I have.
Sonic Boom was well thought out, and
I really don't like what they did to Knuckles. Like, I'm not talking about his like character design. I'm talking like his how he looks. I'm talking about like how he is.
what are you talking about? Don't you love it? Where we have to go destroy the evil presents. Wait, there's presents? Both lines are said by Knuckles, by the way.
Wow.
They turn him into a fucking idiot.
How can you forget the context of the fucking last sentence?
I kind of feel like Sonic's like on life support with like Smash and the other crossover sports games.
I'm just saying, if they ever make a Mario Olympic Games again, and they don't make Sonic literally unbeatable in a racing, then they're fucking bullshit.
I would just like them to maybe start using some of the lore and like the actual lore from Mobius, because then it might be actually interesting again. Like a lot of the stuff that's in like the comics, I think would be actually very interesting if they try to translate that into a game or like a show.
That'd be cool.
The very first rated T Sonic game.
It's as long as it's not fucking Shadow the Hedgehog.
I like that game.
Hold on, how old were you when you played?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You know, I'll
go ahead and
this.
say that's
I will say this. I will say this. That game worked. It more or less worked. Like like gameplay wise, it worked. It wasn't fun gameplay the way they changed a lot of things up, but it didn't break on you. You weren't sitting wait through 2 loading screens to do a side quest.
Yeah.
I think my favorite.
It was just a bad story, which if people were like listening to your TV and not watching it, which could be easily misconstrued as racist.
Yeah.
The black aliens, you gotta stop the black aliens.
Oh yeah, I never realized that.
Mexican aliens.
Also, if I sound out of breath, it's because the elevator in one of the towers was broken. I had to take the fucking stairs to the top.
Come on, use that parkour.
Parkour doesn't work if you're going up 21 flights of stairs.
It most certainly does. You just have to be really, really dedicated, man.
Yeah.
All I'm seeing is a lot of non-dedication. You're making me very sad to be your friend.
Have you seen his avatars? They're all shouting. What do you expect?
What?
Wow, that's funny.
I'm not quite sure I understood what just happened.
I was saying, your avatars, it's light, and then your game No Life, it's all shut-ins.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Shut-ins who still look fine.
Hmm.
That's Japanese shut-ins for you.
I'm actually reading a manga which is pretty funny. It's Don't Become an Otaku, Shinozaki-san. It's pretty funny, and I really like her the main character's brother in that. He's a kind of bigger guy. He's a total otaku. I kind of like that he's just actually bigger. Like he looks like someone who stays in a lot.
That's the reason I really liked Excel World. The main character for once wasn't this like pretty boy anime guy. He actually had some depth to his character.
That's true.
And some width.
But yeah, that's always good when they actually do a bit more stuff like that, expanding things.
Mhm.
God knows you could use it. May start being a thing where if people want to get a game out with a female protagonist, they can actually get people to fucking publish it.
Don't you just love it when everyone complains about all those games that don't have female protagonists, and then you look at all the games that, are completely based around female protagonists?
It's still pretty bullshit for a lot of stuff that people want to come out with. Like, the new game that's coming out, kind of like a story adventure game that's coming out for PS4. I can't remember. I'm downloading it's on top of my head with the name, but like that one, the publishers, the people who were making it, had to it took forever to come out because they continuously had to not work with the publishers they approached because every single one of them told them, well, can you turn this is a pretty cool story and it's pretty interesting. Can you turn the main character into a guy?
Wow.
They finally approached Square Enix and they said, okay, cool, you can do that. So that's why that game was that's why their game was delayed. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but that's why it was delayed like hell because they wouldn't budge on what they wanted to do, which I respect that. I clap at that.
Mm-hmm. That just sounds wrong.
It really is. There's a lot of things like that. Like even for BioShock Infinite, about the cover art, that was a whole big thing, and eventually they lost.
Oh. Or
like how much Naughty Dog had to fight to have Ellie be more or less on the cover.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. That's complete bull.
A lot of that stuff is still happening. It's really bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
But the manga I was talking about, it's pretty funny. More or less, it's about a girl just got into high school, but for the first week she was at home sick, so she wasn't able to get into into a niche of friends. Even though she was aiming to be popular and talk really girl stuff with so she makes friends with this one girl who's like, oh, that's pretty, I can be her friend, but it turns out the girl's a big otaku. So I will say this is it's obviously going to be a Yuri, but at the same time the character's fighting it. But so the whole manga is her basically trying to get her to be more girly. So but in order for her to approach her, she has to start acting like an otaku. And as the manga goes on, she's getting more and more into it. So she keeps having inner battles with herself, no, don't give in.
That sounds pretty cool, actually. I might give that a shot.
It's really funny, and the art is really good.
Fair enough.
There's a lot of references in there to Pretty Cure.
Oh, cool.
I think they call it. I think they call it Pretty Pure. I think is in the show in the manga.
Gotta love that copyright.
They also play a Monster Hunter version of said anime.
Wow.
Nice.
It's really funny.
Interesting. I haven't really been that into slice of life anime, but now I'm getting a bit more into it. I just finished Watamote, and I really enjoyed that.
Oh, Watamote. I want to I have to borrow the DVD from my friend because I really want to watch it in English dubbed.
Oh yeah.
Because it's all playing the main character.
Yeah.
I got to episode 6 or halfway through episode 6. I can't watch this anymore.
I think the best part of that show is that eventually throughout the episodes, when she's trying to become popular, you realize at some point oh fuck, I tried doing that.
Yeah. That's why I had to quit watching.
When she tried doing
the mirror.
When she's doing she was trying to do videos on the internet and she was wearing a mask. I'm oh fuck, I did that for a year.
Yeah, I did that as well. Oh god.
I think that was the best part of that show when that happened. That was great.
Yeah. Oh god, when she started doing them, I'm oh god, I'm reliving it.
Oh, but yeah, that's a good one. That's a pretty good one. I watch a lot of slice of life. That's usually my favorite thing to watch because I like just random adventures, random comedy. I love Azumanga Daioh because the creator of the manga, it has to be like the best person ever to do slice of life stuff.
Definitely. Azumanga Daioh was actually the first slice of life I actually watched. Actually really enjoyed.
It's so good. The characters are awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Shuffle was the first one I watched.
Canon for me. Or would Canon really fall into a slice of life?
Canon's fucking depressing.
Air TV
It is
depressing.
That's why I like watching it though. I watch it just so I can cry. I love crying.
Learning something new about people every day.
Like I watched the first time I watched like the first arc, which is probably one of the most depressing ones.
Oh, the Makoto arc is depressing because like right at the end of it, you know what's gonna happen, and they're just drawing it out so long. That's the biggest reason I can't watch Clannad After Story because like it's like I know what's gonna happen to Nagisa.
Like, oh god, the
I
art style.
can't watch this. I can't watch it.
I think one of the best moments where that show really gets to you is like later like the later part of the series when it's like I think almost over, when the mom gets hit by the car and you just shut the fuck up and cover your mouth because it happens so fucking quick.
Yeah,
but all
I
I think now that you've said that is going back to an earlier conversation. Wham!
Again,
now that I say that, somebody should take that audio from that and put it to that scene. We'll both get people to laugh and feel horrible about themselves.
Again, this is why I wish Dark was here, because I showed Dark Canon at an anime convention when I found the DVDs and I bought it. And we're all, and the whole group of us were sitting there watching it, like our friends who went to the convention. And we got to that part where the aunt gets hit by the car, and everyone in the room who hadn't seen is like, "Oh my god!" I'm just sitting there, saw it coming, and there's Dark on the other side of the room.
Wow.
To be fair, that kind of sounds like something I would do.
It's the same with have you guys seen Phantom Requiem for the Phantom?
No.
I've not seen
That sounds really weird for a title.
It's actually a really good anime, although it's got some pretty fucked up moments in it. But major spoiler, at the very end of the show, the main character just gets shot.
But there are people watching the podcast, dude.
Okay, fair enough. Big spoiler.
He already said it. Just have him bleep it out.
Yeah. Bleep. Okay, but yeah, that happens, and I showed that at my anime club. And everyone in my anime club is like, "What the fuck was that?" And then there's Dark. Yes!
Wow.
He's just celebrating and laughing at the fact that just happened. Everyone else in my anime club's like, "No, that didn't happen. That did not just happen."
Jeez.
Yeah, Dark is he's special.
That's the thing about Clannad. It just reminded me of when I was watching After Story and got up to that particular point and I got it into university, just sat down in the classroom and my friend was sitting across there and I mentioned which part I was up to and he's like, "Oh yeah, so fun," and I just went, "Fuck everything." Because I kind of knew what was coming as well, I just didn't know exactly how it happened. Yeah, so I'm sitting just like, because it sort of hit home, it sort of hit home a little bit as well. It's like, I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Yeah, that's the worst when you see it coming. Because then there's nothing you can do. All right, so let's depressing slice of life. Let's see what else is good.
Toradora. No, wait.
I would say it's more that's a romance story, isn't it?
It's slice of life romantic comedy.
All right.
It'll make you cry.
Well, I'm not trying to think of things that will make you cry. I'm just trying to think of a good slice of life that's fun to watch, and like some ones that probably people haven't watched before. Like I think. Okay, wait. I got one slice of life. I think a lot of people will probably watch School Rumble.
I
haven't seen that one actually.
Actually, haven't.
Oh, wait. Really? Oh God, you guys gotta watch that. I guarantee this. A character in there named Harima. He's gonna become your anime bro for life.
I don't know. Kanji Tatsumi kind of took that title.
I don't know. Like he's awesome because you kind of want to root for him because he has the unluckiest thing that he's in love with the world's biggest like idiot who's fucking blind.
So what you're saying is he's an anime character.
No. He's actually not dumb.
Oh no, I understand that, but he's in love with an idiot, so he's an anime character.
Actually, I still can't give it a correlation for that. Anyway, but yeah, it's a really good show. I think it's really good. Like, I don't think it has an ending. I got to like season 2 of the anime, but I think the manga might get going. One of the things good thing about that, there is a shit ton of characters, and at some point they all get a good amount of development.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I can think of a bomb. Would Bakken Test technically count as slice of life?
I think it could.
Because that was a good one. I liked Bakken Test.
That's on my watch list.
I got really into it, and then the next season wasn't dubbed yet, and I was like, oh, well, guess that's it for me.
I still have to watch that, actually. I've only watched the first 6 episodes of season 1, and then I got distracted by something else. Love Lab is a good one if you guys haven't seen that. Oh, that's actually more of a Yuri than it is.
It is?
Yeah. The premise of it is it's a bunch of girls who are fairly popular in their school but are very awkward around other people, are trying to learn how to be in love, and the one girl is basically bullshitting her way, saying, oh yeah, I've had lots of boyfriends, and really she has the least experience out of all of them, so she's trying to teach them how to attract men, and it's just times it's just painful to watch, but other times you're just killing yourself laughing at the shit that they're trying to pull.
Huh.
I did a horrible job explaining that show, and I apologize. It's good, though. Check it out.
Fair enough.
Now that I think about it, I have to rewatch that, because when I watched it the first time, there are AMV Nightmare ideas in here that I have to use, and I can't remember what a single fucking one of them was.
Sorry, I was responding to somebody. I kind of zoned out. What happened?
Silence.
All right, I was looking at my shelf. So yeah, there's a School Rumble. Let's see. It's definitely wacky. Like it's definitely it's definitely a weird anime, but I guess it is also slice of life because it doesn't really have a super arching story or anything like that. It's more about the day-to-day life of what's happening. Hade plus Goo.
Never heard of that one.
Sounds like a hentai.
It's a pretty good one with a pretty good English dub, and I'll say it's a pretty good English dub because it's one of those rare times where the anime or the DVD actually has bloopers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, I always like bloopers, but it's a pretty interesting show. The characters are a lot of fun.
Just because we're actually looking.
I guarantee you probably seen Goo at some point on the internet. You probably seen Goo.
Fair enough.
I just want to go ahead and say phrasing.
I don't get it.
You've seen
somewhere
Goo
on the internet. Have you seen Goo? You're probably right.
I still don't get it.
Wow.
It's just
Dicks.
Goo.
I'm talking about dicks.
No, and I'm talking about Goo. There's all kinds of different Goo.
I'm looking through my my anime collection right now because I actually have it with me because I'm such a good worker. I'm pretty sure Akikochi is a slice of life. I've never actually watched it though. It's on my to-watch list.
Don't you have a terabyte or something of anime?
I've got 4 terabytes of it right in front of me.
Wow.
You are just the best kind of worker.
Oh, I'm looking at the entire list of anime that I've got put into folders right now. I'm like, I don't think I've even watched half of these yet. I don't recognize half of these. Although it doesn't help that I've kept a lot of the Japanese names for these. So what the fuck is this shit?
What the fuck?
Barakamon is a good slice of life. That came out this summer.
Oh, Steins Gate, that's a good one.
Is that really slice of life though?
It kind of is. I mean, it's okay, one of the best parts I can think from Steins Gate is he walks up to this black guy in an alleyway and he's like, "Hold on, I've got this. I am a mad scientist, super cool, son of a bitch." And then the black guy proceeds to speak Japanese.
Wow.
Speaking of that, actually foreign things and stuff like that, I really loved it in Ozumangadaya what they did for the foreign guy.
Oh yeah.
Blah blah blah. and then Yukari comes in. She's like an English teacher, so she's going like blah 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 blah.
Okay.
God.
Or like the Azumanga Daioh, I think for like there's like an extra manga thing that the author released some time ago.
I heard.
I think
Corpse
what
Party is
his
a
thing
good
was
slice of
Niyama
life.
was like, yeah, she asked Yukari like, hey, if a prince ever showed up on a white horse, what would you do? And Yukari just says, kill him.
Wow.
Oh.
He's some weirdo riding in on a white horse into my apartment. I'm gonna kill the fucker.
Fuck social justice warriors, man.
I've heard Corpse Party is a good slice of life.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
Well, a different kind of slice.
I
of
just say
life.
there's slice of life that you got really. There's like a line has to be drawn for what, like you had to add tags to that. Like I really like Centaur Worries, but I wouldn't. I can't just call it slice of life, even though it's just more or less, like centaurs, satyrs, angels going to school, more or less. But I can't really call it just slice of life. I had to call it like supernatural because this is definitely not your average slice of life story.
Dragon Ball Z is my favorite thriller suspense.
Suspense. Find out next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Frieza defeated.
Frieza gets his ass kicked. Followed by 15 minutes of meh.
Next week on Dragon Ball Z, Goku finally gets over his constipation.
Ha!
Golden Time is actually a really good slice of life.
That sounds like a hentai.
It's borderline.
There are
isn't it?
times when a few times when you question what the hell it is.
All I know is that
actually.
I love it when he's swimming in the pool. I love that scene.
Is it a pool of blood?
No, he's trying to show off like he's I think this is the same show. He's trying to show off he's a badass like Olympic swimmer, and when he starts swimming, he's just going like he's like swallowing water, he's like coughing up water, he slightly drowns halfway through going through the thing, and then when he gets to the end, he's like dragging himself slowly out of the pool, and then he looks to the people who are watching, and goes, "So, that was my swimming."
What's that from?
So pro.
Like I said, it might have been from a different thing, but that's like a scene from something, and it's fucking hilarious.
Okay,
A scene from something. Man, I gotta look.
I can honestly say I haven't seen that one.
It's like a friend sent me that scene. So I actually haven't seen the anime. I've seen that scene, and I just thought that was fucking hilarious.
I've heard that Hidan no Aria is getting a second season. I really hope that that's true.
Never heard of it.
Aria of the Scarlet Ammunition is the English title. Is fucking
Never
awesome.
fucking heard of it.
Well, fuck you.
I'm just saying, anyone who hasn't seen Kill la Kill yet should probably watch that.
Watch it. It's on Tsunami. Watch it.
I just watched it. I just finally finished watching it like a month ago.
So good.
Oh yeah.
Everyone, just remember, if we're ever discouraged, just don't lose your way.
Lose your way.
Don't lose your way.
Oh, you know what? Wait, I got a good thing about this. And it's somebody who like I was on Crunchyroll. Somebody who commented, and it was about like Ragio's voice actor's performance, and I think they described it perfectly, like how Ragio delivers her lines. It's like she's fingering herself to climax while she's holding and reading a book of Shakespeare soliloquies. That is the perfect description of her doing her lines.
I'll never be able to get that out of my head now. If you're ever in a mood where you absolutely need to if you just feel the need to punish your brain for some reason, just go and watch the Kiss Sis OVAs.
Oh, Kiss Sis. Oh no, X-Sis, you mean?
Yeah, Kiss X-Sis.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the newest OVA that came out like in October, your brain is missing a very big scar.
But I love the one where it's just like he has the lolly and it's just like I can explain
when he's in his the girl's
it's like
room.
a peach.
Yeah.
I can totally explain this.
No, fucking the newest OVA is basically the entire cast winds up going to a bathhouse, and because the bathhouse was recently renovated, so
oh yeah,
the
and then
guys
Dad shows up afterwards, right?
What?
And his dad.
Yeah, his,
at the end, right?
his dad shows up afterwards, and he walks in on his dad ass naked, and like they just play the elephant sound effect when he sees his dad's junk. And the rest of the episode, he's just depressed as fuck. Like, am I really his son? I was dying when I saw that. I was like, okay, so how are they going to end this? Oh, that's how they're going to end it. Oh, wow. I honestly couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Awesome.
I think the worst part about when you watch like an anime and it just doesn't turn out right is when you get to like any part and it's just like there has to be something afterwards, but they end it at such a cliffhanger and then they never come up with like a season 2. It's just like, why?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not trying to say there's anime like that. High School of the Dead.
Again, if Dark was here, he would be going off on a tangent about all the anime that he's waiting for a second season on.
Yeah.
Just saying, with High School of the Dead's, large-ass reputation, you'd think that they would, get on that.
Well, that's the thing. They confirmed season 2 has been greenlit. They said it was greenlit. It was under production 3 years ago.
Better be one hell of a season 2, damn it.
Well,
at this point, I'm willing to say fuck a second season of High School of the Dead, so long as No Game No Life gets another season.
oh hell yeah.
Devil is a part-timer needs a second season as well.
Hey, at least Log Horizon's working on the second season. It, ended saying, get ready for the second season, by the way.
Yeah. What was the
If
other
it
one?
delivered.
Densai no Crime Edge. That's another one that it ended with saying, season 2, on the way. That was over a year and a half ago. I'm like, well, where the fuck is season 2?
Well, another one that seems to have another season coming its way is, Problem Children Are Coming from Another World, aren't they?
That needs another season as well, because holy shit.
I haven't heard of
To
any
Fight
of these.
Is Yao? I think so.
Something I want a second season of is Dead Man Wonderland.
It won't get another one, I don't think, because the original anime left out too many characters that are essential to the story continuing
I couldn't
on.
get into that show. I tried to. I lost interest really quick.
I guess it was like so well animated and add little bits that the manga didn't have. It was just doing so well, I thought.
I have the anime and the manga. I've actually noticed the anime only had like a couple extra things that weren't really needed, and in place they left out so much that would have helped build them to having another season. Like they left out the blind guy. They left out the transvestite. They left out the girl who isn't a dead man, but she's actually pretty key to the story continuing.
That's very true. That's very true.
Like when I watched the anime, and I was like, I'm gonna check the manga out. I was going through the manga, and when they introduced like all the other dead men, I was like, Jesus Christ, why aren't these guys in here? These guys are awesome.
Yeah, I actually had the same sort of reaction, actually.
Time frame.
Kind of reminds you of all the times in the Trigun, if you ever read that manga. Fucking every time you're like, oh, that guy looks cool. Wonder when he'll show up in the anime. Never. He'll never show up in the anime.
Anime was still good though.
The anime was great, but the manga, going up that, the manga's still better. And that's actually saying something.
I will say this: Trigun, it was like the start of it was like the official like big start for Jayag Bash.
I still love if you ever watch Desert Punk, you'll never be able to unhear the fact that the main character from Desert Punk is Bash the Stampede, and both of them are the announcer from fucking Dragon Ball Z. So I'm just sitting at home waiting for him to just be like, and here comes the first fight!
The biggest thing I ever took away from Desert Punk is, remember kids, a smart man knows that it's time to run like a little bitch!
I haven't seen that either. I haven't seen a lot of things.
I still need to find the right scene to use for that, but I've had this joke ready for a while, taking the line from American Dad and putting it into it for, there's so much crime in the desert!
Like, I'm remembering that episode now.
Fucking, it's called the trouser snake for a reason. Steals his pants, steals his wallet.
I don't think
American
that's right, Dad.
American Dad was pretty good.
I've enjoyed American Dad a lot.
Stelios, come to Stelios. That's still my favorite thing ever.
Yes.
That's my favorite thing ever.
Bees.
Now,
And the bees.
now that I think about it, have we ever used American Dad audio in
Yes.
AMV Nightmare?
Didn't you guys do the crack one at one time? Or was that hell?
That might have been hell. I don't know.
I don't think
That's a good one to use. It. I'm gonna try to find something to put the. There's a one for crack for it. I know that
Get
much.
down, get down.
Get down, jungle boy, get down.
I like wine.
I like wine. I do a great Roger too. I like wine.
I wish I could do a lot of the voices for American Dad, but I can't. I can't do a lot of them.
You can do more voices than I can. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Damn
This is my good shit. Don't even try to do that. I know. I got a friend who does a perfect Hank Hill. It's scary. In fact, the best video he did with that voice is when he did a video of Hank Hill standing in front of on a podium. You can't see it, but he's basically on a podium, and he's reading from a bunch of cards. He's reading the lyrics from All Star.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
So it's just like, hey now, get your go play, and then you hear the page flip. You're an all-star. And the best part of it at the end, you hear the crowd clapping and cheering.